Cool. All right, so we should be going live now. Perfect. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
How are we doing,
Excellent.
James?
Not too bad, not too bad. You know, living the dream.
Cool.
Just gonna give everybody a couple minutes to get in here. Oh, I hear little people.
Naomi or Naomi?
Naomi.
How are you, Colleen?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Oh, you heard my daughter first.
I did.
Fine, thank
I
you.
heard little people.
Put myself on mute.
All right, I think that'll suffice. All right, well, I think what we're gonna do is, Terrence, how are you? Drake, and is it Adrienne? Yeah, I can't hear you. You're muted. So down in the bottom left-hand corner is an opportunity for you to.
Okay, it's
There
Adrian.
you.
Yeah,
Adrienne.
Adrian. Yo, Adrian.
Yo, Adrian. Okay, perfect. Easy to remember. Perfect. Okay, guys. I don't know if Peter's going to be jumping in here or not. He's taking care of some family business today, so I will be leading us through this little backdoor glance at the Headshot Crew website. Peter's just texting me. So the purpose of today is to actually show you a little bit behind the scenes of what goes on inside the headshotcrew.com website. So we are going to go through the site and I'll show you some of the ins and outs of it and give you a little more idea of how we are working inside of that environment. So I'm going to do a screen share here. But actually, before I do that, how did you guys find us? I think that'd be an interesting thing. And are you currently signed up, or are you on the trial? Are you on the 7-day drip type of thing? So Adrienne, what about yourself?
Yeah, 7 days, and I probably will join. I joined last year, and the membership expired, and I really haven't been up. I haven't done anything
Right.
since, but now I'm back into it again. So I'll probably join again.
Okay, perfect.
I've been doing a lot of headshots this few months.
That's good. That's great. And how have you found the 7-day drip?
Pretty good.
Yeah,
I like it. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome stuff. Drake, how about you? There you are.
I'm new. I just started the trial earlier this week and sort of checking things out.
Okay, awesome. And how are you finding it? How are you finding the drip?
So far, so good.
Yeah, good content.
Yeah.
Okay, that is awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I know it's a lot. Peter's giving you guys some tasks and stuff to do and that, so that's good. Tom, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm also going through the 7-day drip. I think I'm got the day 5 email today, which I have not read yet. But
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're well through it.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff in there, which is great to see. And Linda, how are you? And Linda is gone. Barbara, how are you doing today? There's a unmute on the bottom left there for you. Oh, Kristen's unmuted. Hi, Kristen. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Not too bad. So, welcome. We're just going around asking people how you found us and whether or not you're on the 7-day trial right now, or if you're in a different way.
Me.
Yes.
Oh. So I've been watching Peter Hurley for years, and I thought I have to up my game a little bit because I do headshots and portraits,
Mhm.
but I don't do them. I do a lot,
Right.
consistently. It's like word of mouth mostly. So I would like to be busier, and because I enjoy doing it, it's very fun and I love it. I have a studio.
Okay.
We live out in the country. I think a lot of my stuff is like I can do location, but because of where I live, it's like not. It's a bit of a trek to get here.
Your studio is a location.
It is a location.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome.
So
And
anyway,
are you part of the 7-day drip, the 7-day trial right now? Is that what you?
I am.
Yeah. And how are you finding that?
Good. I mean, I did the whole profile thing and uploaded pictures, and of course I don't have a great headshot of myself, so it was something
We can fix that. We can fix
just
that.
loaded in there.
Yeah, that is awesome. Okay, I'm just going to bounce quickly to Linda or Barbara before we jump into the screen share here. If either of you want to speak up. Hi, Kim. Welcome. For you that don't know, Richard, do you want to introduce yourself really quickly?
Sure. Hey guys, my name is Richard Wayne. I have been with the Headshot Crew since around 2012-ish. So I'm kind of old hat. I'm one of the mentors on the crew. And I'm just checking out how awesome James runs this show. And I wanted to spend a little time and introduce myself and say hello to you guys. So welcome. We're glad to have you here.
And Kim, can you just quickly introduce yourself?
Yeah, I was excited when I got the text to see that the new crew cast was going on. I just want to say hi to all of you and welcome you, and you're going to love it here. And if you ever need anything, feel free to reach out.
Kim is another one of our mentors, resident. She gets called the resident mom because she takes care of all of our spotlights and does phenomenal work herself as a headshot and branding photographer. Nico, did you want to say hi?
Wait, hi everyone. I'm Nico. I'm part of the Headshot Crew. Welcome. Hope you guys enjoy.
Awesome. And we have iPhone 7 just joined us. iPhone 7, how are you? We'll just leave it at that. Drake, I am on the trial. Okay, perfect. There is a chat option here inside of Zoom. So if you have any questions at all as I'm going through, this is totally informal. So if you have a question, just go ahead and just ask away. Or if you feel more comfortable just typing it out, then type it out. And Richard, I'll ask if you could just kind of monitor the chat there for me. That'd be huge because when I'm in screen share, I can't always do that.
I got you, buddy.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Mhm.
So let's go into a screen share here, and there we go. Here's my screen, and hopefully everybody just nod your head if you can see the screen. Okay. Yep. Okay, perfect. So this is the headshotcrew.com website that you will see when you log in. There are there's certain advantages to being a member of the Headshot Crew. Not only the education component, but there is a strong backlink component to being a gold member on the Headshot Crew, and having some images in your portfolio. I'm not going to get into too much detail on it, but there is this Find a Photographer link here. And once you're registered as a member and you have 5 images in your portfolio, you will be searchable to anybody who's looking for a headshot photographer by geography. So if I go here and I go, it defaults automatically to New York City. But if I go, I don't know, let's go Austin, Texas, let's just say. And so it's going to bring up all the photographers who are members who are in and around the Austin, Texas area. And you will notice that there are photographers that come to the top here, and they have this little associate photographer badge. Associates are photographers who have successfully gotten 15 shots past Peter. So Peter has personally seen and approved 15 of those images, and he's determined that those are of the quality that best can represent his brand. Okay. And so this is kind of what we do inside of here. We're all kind of driving to push ourselves and our photography. Are you guys aren't seeing text messages pop up across my screen, are you? No. Okay. That would be embarrassing. So that's the find a photographer thing. And once you guys get into the site and get yourself registered, as I said, then you will be searchable on the find a photographer. And we'll let Richard will be able to talk a little later on about the value of that when we kind of get into our Q&A period. So when you are registered, if we just click on our name here, or our image or icon, avatar, however you want to call it, you really have two sections to go. You have the administrative section to your account, and then you have what's called groups. And there are three main tracks inside of the Headshot crew. There is the headshot track, which is everything and all to do about headshot photography specifically. We have the portrait track, which is more portrait based type of photography. And then we have success track, would be more the business and personal motivation space that's associated with the Headshot crew. So first off, I'm going to get into your account. And so inside of your account, there are three things that Peter would have told you to do right off the bat in your drip. And the first one would have been to upload a profile picture of yourself. The second is to add your studio location. And make sure, like when you do that, this is the address that people are going to go to when they search your name on the Find a Photographer. So it's just make sure that it's filled out as best as you can. There's a section down below that is bio. This is the bio that shows up when somebody clicks on your profile and they want to take a look at your work. This will show up below that gallery. And it's an opportunity for you to put a little more personal information about yourself, your services. You might want to put, I have my web address, my Instagram, and my telephone number there. Little extra things to help people find me. The most important aspect here is make sure you enable the contact form. And that will be so that people can contact you direct from the site. And there's opportunities here for you to put in the rest of your social media links as well. In your account profile, if you're here, chances are you have this filled out properly. But there's an email preference part of your account settings. Make sure that that's not grayed out so that you continue to get all the newsletters. We don't, you never get spammed inside the Headshot crew. It's just you will get the weekly newsletter that has all the latest links for the week's Zoom calls, has words of wisdom from Peter, and usually the deals of the week and those type of aspects are in there as well. So make sure that that is not grayed out in your account. And then the other thing is to upload images into your portfolio. Now, starting out, we understand that not all your shots are going to be perfect headshots. You may not be shooting headshots, or your kind of headshots are kind of your style of headshot, which don't look like everybody else's. That's totally fine. Right now, I would say get 5 shots up. They can always be removed later on, but get 5 shots up so that you can be searchable in the database. Okay. And inside of the galleries, you can create multiple galleries. So it's not just one gallery. You could have 2 or 3 galleries. Maybe you have a body of portrait work that you would like to feature. Then you can put up portrait work in a portrait gallery. And here I just have the one gallery, which is the headshot gallery. So all my headshots are in here. But you can add photos, you can remove photos just by dragging them in and out. So I'll just take a look at my gallery here. If I want to edit my gallery at all I have to do is click on the 3 dots here. Gives me an option to edit the gallery, and I can pull images out or I can move images back in that I've uploaded already. Okay. And this is how we manage our galleries. Okay, let's get out of there. So also on your admin side, you have bookmarks. Bookmarks are if there's articles or things that you have bookmarked in any of the forums, those will show up here. Inside of people's profiles, there are little badges, little achievements that people receive. And these are for participation in the Headshot Crew domain. So here we have, I've added 10 or more images to my main portfolio. I've been in for 3 or more months. Everybody gets the Protege one once you register. If you participate in a contest, there's an achievement for that. You list your location, there's one for that. If you're a member of the Spotlight, that's the new member Spotlight or member Spotlight that Kim does. There's a token that you receive for that. And then there are other tokens for participation in forums and being active in the forums. I have my associate photographer badge here. As a mentor, I get one for there. But 2 that you will be interested in pretty quickly will be, one is the smoking gun. And the smoking gun is something that you can receive for winning Headshot of the Week. If you put in a photo for Headshot of the Week and it is a winning photo, you can get a smoking gun for that. Or if your image is exceptional in any way and viewed that way by Peter, you can get a smoking gun. After you get a smoking gun, then you are eligible to get a hot shot. And a hot shot is a photographer who is well on their way to building a portfolio that is going to go for associate review. So this would be a collection of photos that are at the standard or very close to the standard and are ready for review from Peter to look at it. So remember, you need 15 images to get past Peter for him to approve or tell you to keep those in your portfolio in order to get the associate photographer badge. Now, what's the value of associate? Once you become associate, now you can get referred other business from the headshotcrew.com site. And also you are first in line for Peter's other venture, Headshot Booker, which deals a lot more with corporate entities looking for headshot photographers, and he obviously wants to refer photographers who he knows can do the style consistently that those corporate clients would be looking for. Okay, so that's achievements, and there's a breakdown of achievements. We'll be able to show you guys those later on. Shabucks are a wonderful currency which we collect here in the Headshot Crew. Richard's laughing. We collect Shabucks by participation on the site. You get points just for being a member, but if you are posting in the Headshot Crew forums, you are getting points. If you're replying, you are getting comments. If you are entering contests, you are getting points. If you're winning contests, you're getting points. If you make associate, you get a lot of points. And there are so many ways that we could think of spending them, yet we have no way of spending them just yet. So we're all collecting them as members. It was something that was created so that people could be rewarded for their participation in the group and on the site. We just haven't found a way to spend them yet, so we're all happily collecting our Shabucks. There is a section on your page for tutorials, and if you've purchased tutorials, if you've purchased the TNT method from Tony Tafe or Peter's Headshot Banter, that will be here in your tutorials. Mentoring sessions, if you want, you can get a one-on-one session with any of our mentors. I believe we're up to like 27 some odd mentors now, I think. So that's quite exceptional. So you can get dedicated time with the mentors to help you with your work and do critiques and help develop your work. Every mentor has a different figure that they require, and you can also pay for one-on-one sessions with Peter himself if you wanted to. Notifications, this would just be notifications on all the posts that are going on. That's fine. If you have scheduled things, that would be there. Your order history, if you've placed any orders for any swag or anything else like that, then that would show up here. And then job leads, if you've been contacted or somebody wants to reach out through the website, your job leads will show up here. And that is kind of the admin section. You can edit your profile here. Your subscription information is down here. If you are in the gold program and you want to switch subscriptions, you would do that inside of here. If you wanted to go to the platinum, where you get the Cleaners Academy, that would be where you would go there as well. Speaking of Cleaners Academy, there is something up here, up on the top, which is the cleaners. Peter does have a retouching service for photos, so you can upload and have images professionally retouched up in this section here as well. So let's get out of here and let's move to one of the main groups. So let's move to the headshot track. So inside the headshot track, all of our options have kind of changed now. What we're looking at now is the group discussions inside of the headshot track itself. So these are all conversations, people looking for some advice. And one thing I would strongly recommend and suggest to you all is to take a shot, take a headshot, and post it up on the Headshot forum, just with an introduction of yourself. Like, just go, hi, my name is Adrian, and I'm new here, and here's my work. What do you think? Right? And then just solicit some feedback and just get involved in the forum, or go through and kind of read the type of conversations that are going on. Because the one thing with the Headshot crew is it doesn't matter what level you're at. You know, we always coach at the level that you are at, and Peter is very good at that. You know, he takes a look at your work and he coaches you at the level you're at. And in the forums, when you're posting feedback, you know, people don't hold back, right? This is not you know, everybody's not like looking to hold hands and do whatever. You will get blunt criticism, but it's all done in the spirit of helping you progress and move forward. And so feel free to post there. People are really good. They're really receptive about helping each other up to better your game and get you closer to associate status. So this is just the general forum. So yeah, on the left-hand side, you now have new options. You can go into click members, and that will allow you to find any member. Just find their profile. If you want to take a look at their work, you see somebody and you want to find them, you could just go to members and click on their work. This is Anita. She was just re-mentored, and this is her portfolio and her bio that she put in there, which is great. And you can do that for anybody. Coaching videos, you are probably going to spend a lot of time here. So there are over, I forget how many videos in total there are on the site, but I would say over 1,000 with all the crew casts and all the little bits of information. But just in this section alone, there's over 300 videos now just here. I would probably suggest, you getting started with the fundamentals. And that would probably be the first place I would recommend you to start off and just start consuming that content. Watch a video, see what it says, and then go and practice that, right? Practice it and then post on the forum. Hey, I just watched this video. I'm trying this. Did I get it? What do you guys think? Right? And just start getting some feedback so you can tweak and hone your skills a little bit.
Hey, James, hang tight. Barbara
Yep.
has a question here.
Yep, by all means.
Is the Cleaners Academy retouching?
So the Cleaners Academy is retouching. So the Cleaners Academy is available to Platinum members, and the Cleaners Academy happens with our resident retoucher, Pedro. And that whole program is not run off this site. Currently, it's run off of Facebook group. And if you join that, you will get some information on how to join the Facebook group and get involved in it there. But there they do teach you the fine art of retouching photos for yourself. So Peter's, I'll just let you guys go through this on your own because there's lots of different topics here that we all kind of get into on the site. Like there's a lot of learning that's done here via osmosis, by listening and repetition, and then we just start to pick it up. So the more content we can consume, the better it is for us. So go in here and definitely explore your to your heart's content. You can binge watch it as well. It's maybe not as exciting as Netflix, but depending on which ones you get into. I just did all posts, clicked on the all posts here, and it's going to show all the different posts from all the different forums that are going on in order, and it's just going to give you a general layout of different contests that are going on as well, what's coming up. But I'll get into contests in a second. Live crewcasts. Live crewcasts inside of here, these are all the current links for all of the crewcasts that happen on Zoom every week. Okay, so currently we're on the New to the crewcast right now. Every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, there is a women's only crewcast. And we've recognized that there are certain topics, there are certain sensitivities, and there's sometimes people feel more comfortable talking in smaller groups. So we've created the Women in the Crewcast for those conversations to happen. And it's been received really well. There's been really positive feedback on it. Kim, have you been a part of those at all?
I have, and I was just going to add that we have our own Facebook page too. So if you're on here, look that up. I think it's just Women in the Crew, and I will get you added.
Yep. So it's been a really dynamic environment and tremendous conversations going on there. So if that's something that would suit you, then by all means get in there. Women only, and it is not a record. It is recorded, but it's never posted type of crewcast. So the Tough Love Tuesdays, also all of our Zoom calls are at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tough Love Tuesdays are when contests are judged, and it's called Tough Love Tuesdays just for that. You are going to get, if you enter your image into the contest, it will be reviewed by Peter. And sometimes the information is just totally cool. But other times he gets into the details of your image. And so you have to be prepared for honest reviews. Richard?
Apparently, Peter is in the chat because that's where he says that's where he gets serious. He's feisty.
Yes, he does get a little feisty at times. But again, I have to say it's all done at your level, right? You are coached at the level that you're at. Wisdom on Wednesdays, we have Wisdom and Weiss. Usually Peter will come in and start us off with some gems and jewels of wisdom and some just, perspective on situations or on things that are going on that have relevance. And then we move into our portrait section of our program, and that's led by Ivan Weiss. He's located in London, England, and he is a really tremendous portrait artist. So we run through a conversation on portraits, and sometimes we're doing a portrait probe, which would be a focus on a specific artist or genre. We may be judging a contest. We may be talking about, how to create the portraits, education-wise. So it's a fairly diverse program there. And then on Thursdays, we have Crashing the Crew. On Crashing the Crew, we have guests come in who are industry guests. We may have, like right now, we're going through a series of Peter's old assistants, which always have lots of fun stories, Peter stories that we enjoy. And then sometimes Peter has also been running live shoots for us to kind of sit and walk through and watch him actually working. And there's just so much information that we can pick up there. So those are the weekly crewcasts. And if you're in the headshot, if you're in the Cleaners Academy, yours would be on Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But again, those are run off the Facebook group. So those are not listed here. So then let's move on to contests. So the headshot track and the portrait track each have their contests. At any one time, there could be 4 contests running. Every week, there's a headshot of the week, and there's always headshot of the month. Okay?
James, can I interrupt you real quick?
You can.
Question. If you're in the headshot track, are you able to follow and post in the other tracks?
If you are in the headshot track. So if you have a gold membership, if you're on the gold membership, you can post. You are part of the portrait track, the headshot track, and the success track. That's all included. That's all just within the environment of the headshotcrew.com site. There's no special membership needed to participate. So everything I'm showing is there for you.
That answers it perfectly. Thank you.
Not a problem. So headshot of the week, couple things to know about headshot of the week and even posting in your own portfolio. Okay. Logos are a no-no. So if you are posting photos, make sure you don't have your personal logo on it. It's frowned upon. Selfies, try not to do selfies unless it's a selfie kind of theme. And I'm missing one, Richard. There's usually 3 here. No logos, no selfies in your portfolio, and also no repeat of individuals in your personal portfolio if you're having it reviewed by Peter. And also in your contests, headshot of the week has to be shot that week, and no logos. And portrait of the month can be your best, or your headshot of the month, rather, can be your best headshot ever. There's no time restriction on that. But again, no logos. Selfies are frowned upon.
Hey, James, can we
yes.
add that it's always good if you shot a family member to
Yes.
note that it's a family member?
Yes. So we're going to get into some acronyms that we use here. We have an acronym called FMS, which is a family member situation. So it's good to let us know if you're shooting a husband or a sibling or whatever it may be, just so the person reviewing the photo knows that it is, and that can help with the review.
Peter encourages family member situation awareness.
Yes, because there's nothing worse than hammering somebody's image and it's a family member, and there may be other ties there. So so that's the rules of headshot of the month versus headshot of the week. Headshot of the month is open to everybody. If you win headshot of the week, of course you're going to get a smoking gun. And if you win headshot of the month, however, there is usually a prize that goes with that. So currently there is a $500 gift card from B&H that will be going to the winner. You will get a full year paid for membership on the headshotcrew.com. You will also receive all of Peter's tutorials. And you also get the recognition with the achievement, which is the PhD. Headshot of the week, if you win that, you get 1 month's membership paid. Then on Portrait Probe, on the portrait contests, there is Portrait of the Month, and then there is that again can be shot at any time, and that is your best portrait. And then there's Portrait Probe, which typically will have a specific reference to it. The difference between the portrait contests and the headshot contests are portrait contests. They require you to have a behind the scenes photograph done, either a photograph or a hand illustrated drawing of what your lighting setup was. Those need to accompany your submissions. So typically people will put they'll do a post and they'll put a link to the post with their BTS, their behind the scenes with those. Portrait Probe this month, the prize for that is a free copy of Affinity Photo for this month's Portrait Probe. And then in the contest section, you have the opportunity to go through and see all the other shots that won. And as you click in, you can also see what they were up against, what the competition was that month for those images. So I'm going to just go back to the live crew cast just quickly, because I didn't mention you have below all the listings here, you have a full history of all the crew casts. So, we understand that not everybody can be here with us at 4 p.m. To capture these. So if you do miss it, don't worry. It will be posted up here, and you can go and review the crew casts and how they were. If you are just catching up and you're looking for some extra things to catch up on, I would say definitely check out the Portrait of the Month contests or Headshot of the Month judgings that Peter does, because that's usually a very thorough, and you're going to see lots of variety on headshots and the finer details that Peter is looking for. So it's an excellent education tool for yourself. Crew perks. Crew perks are there are benefits to being a member, and inside of Crew perks are all the discounts that you receive as a member, ranging from discounts on purchases to access to different items as well. So definitely get in there for those. And then I'm going to run over to FAQs. So there is some information here about what is a headshot crew associate photographer. It kind of spells it out a little bit more, the general process that's there. Definitely take the time to read that one. But I'm going to skip over here to headshot crew lingo. And as I said before, we use a lot of acronyms in here. Hi, Laura. How are you? Nice to see you. Smile away. And so inside of here, if you ever get lost and you're like, what is they saying? Like STFO, right? You might hear STFO a lot, and that's referring to camera height. And that's let's just go down here to that STFO. It's spot the F on, right? It's saying that your camera is at the right height. The one thing that we like to, we kind of pride ourselves on is the fact that we are an AFZ, which is an asshole-free zone. Inside of the Headshot crew, we are all here to help everybody achieve their best, to get to their best. And if there are individuals who have their own agenda outside of helping each other grow, they usually get sifted out pretty quick. And so this is a non-toxic environment, and we want everybody to have a good time, and we want everybody to learn and grow. And we can't do that if people are harming other people in any way. So that's when I said, get on the forums and start posting stuff. You will see, everything's done in that spirit of helping, and there's no belittling. There's none of that crap that goes on in the headshotcrew.com. So if you ever run out of, if you don't understand, what an acronym is, there is a option here, but oftentimes people will write in the chat, they'll go, what is da 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 da, and then you'll see in the chat during the meeting if people will be able to fill that in for you. And I'm just trying to see live crewcast, get active on the coaching groups. That's another video for you to check out. And I think the group levels and achievements, I talked a little bit about that already, showed you what some of the badges were. There's a little more information about it here. And I am thinking that is pretty much where we're going. I'm just trying to see here, recommended gear. Yeah, in the recommended gear, you have some opportunities here to purchase some swag if you want to do that. You can get some other stuff that's recommended by Peter on that link as well. So I am going to stop the share at there, and I'm going to ask if anybody has any questions about what we just went through. FMS awareness. Family, yes, we talked about the family member situation. So that's cool. Kristen, any questions?
I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
Hi. I am on a school tour. I think we're going outside. But guys, thanks for watching. I was listening. That was awesome, James.
Hey, no worries.
It was awesome. It's exciting. Hopefully I'll see you guys all on Tuesday. So this is how do I flip the camera around? I don't know how to do this. Oh my gosh, it's freezing. It's cold. We're going. You don't have a jacket on. Anyway, I didn't want to interrupt, but if anybody has any questions, I'm happy to. If anybody has any direct questions for me, I'm happy to answer them at the moment. If we do have that, I know you're wrapping up. Sorry, guys, that I missed most of it, but I'm on a school tour with Oriana, who's checking out Marymount. Where is she? There she is. Checking out Marymount Manhattan, which hopefully she got in already, so she might go.
That's awesome.
All
That's
right,
awesome.
I'll go back to muting myself and turning my camera off and catch you guys later.
You got to catch up to the group. Make sure you're holding hands with your walking partner so you don't get lost.
Fair enough.
All right.
All right. Thanks.
We'll talk to you later. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, definitely let us know. Laura, we did talk about the women's crewcast on Mondays. Did anything that you wanted to say about that? And I think we lost her there. so that's fine. Okay, well, if anybody, like anytime you guys have questions, Peter kind of talked about it there. You are free to go and DM Peter directly. Don't email Peter. He's terrible. He's absolutely terrible on email. So don't even go there. It's not even worth your time. Just DM him directly on his Instagram.
On Instagram. DM me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I answer all my DMs on Instagram.
So yeah, just hit him on Instagram and you'll get an answer far better than on email.
Even that texting thing that I use is a little tough to get back to people on.
That's why I'm saying Instagram.
James, can we
go ahead.
cover something else that I think might be useful?
Sure.
I think you brushed over it. If you wouldn't mind sharing your screen and going back to your bio page, please.
Sure, I can do that. Share, and let's go here into my account or my bio.
Where your bio is into your account, please.
My account. So your studio location.
No, the
edit profile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Scroll down a little bit, please.
Yep.
Okay. If you guys all notice, James has filled out his bio, and there are a couple of things in here that I think are going to be incredibly valuable for you, where you will end up separating yourself from the rest of your market. Much like on a website, this website will also be crawled by Google, and keywords that you end up putting in your bio will become very relevant for two reasons. One, this is a headshot specific website. Even though we do other things here, Google sees it, oh, that word headshot, professional headshots, it comes up again and again and again, making the Headshot Crew an authority in Google's eyes. Your bio is treated the same way. And so you want to use keywords in this bio. Remember that you're speaking. You're speaking keywords. You are speaking directly to a client or potential client, not to other crew members per se. Of course, we do want to learn about you, but we know that you're a photographer. You wouldn't be here otherwise. So make sure that you're addressing your clientele here. James was super smart about putting his website in there. And that's something you want to do as well, is put a link to your website in here. Okay? Because it creates a link for other people to follow, and Google likes that too. All right? Because what it's doing is it's taking what's called domain authority that the Headshot Crew has generated and passing that on to you. So that's increasing your credibility in the eyes of Google. So these are two very important things that I would not overlook. And that's all I have to say about that.
All right. Thank you, Richard, for that.
You are welcome.
Man, just knowing that now, I'm just like, yeah, why do I have this stuff? Why don't I have my other keywords in here? It's just terrible. Okay, I have some homework. Look at this. Richard's putting me to work. I like it. Anybody else have any other questions about this as well? While I'm back on the screen share, and if not, then I will just kind of come out, and I will kind of keep this short and let everybody get back to their days and their family time. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us quickly. Always, as I said, you can DM Peter directly. I didn't really properly introduce myself either, I don't think. So I'm James. I'm another mentor, and I'm based out of just outside of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And I'm a headshot and branding photographer, and have been for a few years, maybe a decade or more. I'm fairly new to the family as well. I'm not long in the tooth like Richard is, but as you can tell, I have a little more hair than he does. So I'm yeah. So
I've been hanging out here too long. That's the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what happened there.
That's right. Drake, what is a branding photographer? So branding images, I do a lot of personal branding type of work. So I marry with my headshots a lot of personal branding images where people will also, as well as their headshot, they'll go through a series of 3/4 shots and other shots that they can use to build their personal brand and their personal image online. So that's what I mean by a branding photographer. Yeah, so with that, I just want to encourage you all, drop any of us, Kim, Richard, myself, Peter, you can find us all, Laura as well. We're all on Instagram, so feel free to find us and send us any DMs that you want to. Contact directly, Peter directly also, for anything related to the site. And we hope to see you on the Crewcasts. Yes, Richard.
And Clubhouse.
Oh,
and
yes.
Clubhouse.
Yes, Clubhouse. We spend a lot of time on Clubhouse. If you're not on Clubhouse and you need to be on Clubhouse, let us know and we can probably find you an invite somewhere.
Unless you don't have an iPhone, then you have to do House Party.
Then you have to do House Party. Yes, but
Then
Clubhouse,
you need to go buy an iPhone.
or an iPad. You can use an iPad.
Yeah.
Yep. Or an iPod.
But the only reason I bring that up is because you will find many Headshot crew members in the Peter Hurley photography banter room, or club, I should say. And
Right.
so we do talk shop quite a bit there too.
Yep.
You will find the core education here on this platform, but there's an awful lot shared there as well.
Right. Yep. So it's just the party extends into Clubhouse sometimes, but the hardcore image stuff that happens here. And so with that, guys, thank you very much for spending some time with us and getting in here. Get that out of my face. And we will catch you guys on Tuesday. And please make sure that you say hi when you're there. And we're reviewing a contest. The headshot of the week gets reviewed there. So that'll be your probably first taste of Peter Schablitzen images, which would be great. And look forward to it. Okay.
Thank you, James.
So thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
And
Thanks.
we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Great
Thanks.
job, James. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.